So, hi, uh, this is a tutorial for creating your first ASP.NET MVC application. It will be a step-by-step tutorial so that you can go through with it. So, basically, our aim is to print a particular word with the help of MVC mechanism. Step by step you need to go through. First of all, you need to create your project. So here I am selecting a new project and I need to find out or type here ASP.NET web application, and we will start to write the code on the C# language. So let me select here the second option. So you can give the name of your project, anything that you want. As MVC read over. Here you can select different framework with their supported version. So by default I am using .NET Framework 4.7.2. This is the by default location where your folder and the solution file will be saved. So click on the create button and it will create the entire solution file for you. After using this, as we are just using the MVC application from here, so we will select MVC option from this create. Now it will create, Microsoft Visual Studio will create a workspace for the desired MVC application. You may see so here is the solution explorer, in which it has app data, app start, content controllers, font, models, scripts, views. These were the folders which already have in your MVC application. Basically app data is used for a database file which is going to be stored in it. App start is having the content of basic CS file, your related to configuration. In the content folder we store CSS files and other client files, whereas for the fonts folder it is used basically to enhance the text or to take any action on it. In the model folder, by default there is nothing in this, but in the model folder basically it is used to domain classes. Later on we will discuss on it. In the view folder, basically it is used to displaying view to the user. By default here it is having view start.cshtml, and we can add our own view in it with the help of this add button. here in the controller we can add different controllers. So let me start the explanation about how can we create an MVC application here. So initially what you need to do, on the model folder you need to right click on it and use the add option, select class from here, and you need to give the name of your class file. By default it is showing class1.cs. let's say we have just taken the name game.cs, and after it we need to add it. As you can see here, the file game.cs has been opened on the workspace. So basically what we need to do, we need to create two properties, id and name, in this model. Fine. So let's create public and let's take the id name is id and by default we need to use this get keyword over here. Public string name get again get So basically these are the generation of two property. This is the process for the generation of two property, id and name. Oh sorry, it should be get and set, not get and get, it should be get and set. Okay, we need to save the file. Afterwards now we need to create the controller. So what we need to do, first of all click on this controller folder. Afterward click on this add item, select the controller from here, and we need to give the name of this controller as we have taken the name game of our model. So what we can give it as games controller. Fine. So we are using here MVC controller 5 MVC 5 controller empty, and let's change the name and put it here games controller. Afterwards we need to modify the controller code. We need to change the index function as random, so that we can access a particular URL to display a particular output. That was our object, basically to display a particular word, sentence, anything as an output. Okay, so let's change this function index as random, let's say, and I can say here we need to add namespace also, using our was our file name, MVC01 dot models, so that it can access the models of the application. Afterwards, okay, here we need to declare a variable game, and let's instantiate the game with the help of the model, that is game, and put the name, name is equal to, let's say, football. And should be end with a, it should terminate with a semicolon, but not exactly here because its scope will be here. And afterwards we need to return the value, we need to return this game also, which we have just created. I mean the object, we need to return the object and save the file. So we have created the model as well as the controller. Now it's turn to create a view, a simple view. So for that you need to use the game folder, right click on it and select add, then use this view, fine. And here you can, as you can see here, only one option is available, so we will use this MVC file view, add, and here set the view name is random because we have just created the function in the controller with a random name. And you need to ensure these tick on the user layout page so that the new window will appear on the screen, fine. Let's give the name as random and put it here, and click over here, select the particular layout for your page, so that can be available in the shared folder, and that must be in the view folder, shared layout, or select this layout to CSS2 finally, and click the add button. So it has been created. So this here it is having view bag dot title is equal to random layout, layout is equal to that particular path where your, even we can just drag and drop over this also, so it will work. And afterwards we need to define here as @model. MVC 0. MVC 01 dot models dot. So as you can see, it is again the namespace, and finally basically this define the model class, because it is going to use to fetch the data from the model class, random, then share CSHTML, and finally we will, instead of this random, we will use here the variable, what we can say, the model, which we have created, the model dot. Look here, the model already grabbing the value, the name. Fine. So save the file, and now we can run the project as per our uses. So let's run the project. Okay. Would you like to press the ISS? So what you need to do here, define your filter games slash football. So that was the basic, your first MVC application that can be created. Basically the particular explanation was all about to use a model view controller MVC concept for the very first time. Thank you.